Alright, so I swear we're officially cursed. Last last time we tried to break into Mr. Xavier's mansion because of his connections to the Council of Seven. Unfortunately, you failed your acrobatics and you failed your deceptions. You had a whole lot of made men about to beat you down when suddenly the ground opens and you all fall through. Unfortunately, in his shock, in Geoshock shock of saving your asses, both Siri and Dessec are knocked out and probably won't be around for a couple more days.
So basically, I just pop my head out of the ground and go, "Why didn't you ask me to help you break in? You know, I can go. I can dig through solid rock."
I didn't think about it.
Pretty much.
He just pops out of the ground. The ground reforms where where the hole was and where he's standing. He just dusts off his robe.
So you're back. So you're back.
Yeah.
And needs to say, like I said, the crew's knocked out. So no, the other two are knocked out, thanks to his martial arts tendencies. However, Pryh is still conscious. All right, so
I think we should fall back for now.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'm not an expert in breaking and entering, and I think our breaking and entering expert didn't do well with the earthquake.
Yeah, pretty much a good idea.
Hold on.
So you fall back, and
Oh yeah, I forgot. I basically have safe fall with my movement type, so even if I fall out of the sky, I'm fine. Yeah. Right now we're doing probably going to be Earth and Tunnel. It's not too bad speed wise. Just double checking my abilities. Yeah. I forgot I had halfway decent defenses. So, I mean, I could try and run down the magic side of things. Have they come? Have they come? Have they come across any new magic things I can look into?
They still try to. Well, Oceana speaks like, well, the bartenders tell me that they still try to break up to the magic gyms, and they told me that that's an app identified one of the council as Maximilian Guild. No one knows about him, but remember the mission we were on a couple of days. Remember the mission we were on a couple of days ago? Yeah, I know I'm about to. Yeah, I know I'm about to make it up. Yeah, those army of mechs was created by Maximilian.
Unfortunately, mechs aren't my specialty. If it was a golem, I might be able to help you there, but not mechs.
Yeah, I think someone terminated one too many times. Robocop one too many times. Seriously, Tate. I mean, seriously, walk around with that robot that terminated that dude. I mean, damn. Anyway, so what's our next step? Because obviously two members are knocked out, and and the, and the, and Mr. Xavier's place is on high alert.
Hard to say, really. Again, we have a couple of members of our little team that are currently incapacitated, and well, I'm not an expert in science or technology. I'm not an expert in science or technology. I'm okay at it, and we're missing our science technology expert right now. So all we got's the magic.
Yeah.
But we do have punching. Maybe we can make up for it with the punching.
Maybe.
Well, I guess the first thing we should do is punch a couple of those rules to figure out how to approach Mr. Xavier's mansion without failing to break into it again.
Hmm.
Or we can find out we can't find out who Maximilian is because he's pretty much no records indicate where what he is. And for some odd reason, I don't trust the grants in that chemicals. I don't know, something's funny about them.
Hmm.
And the bartender said that he's going to build a tunnel to a new hideout. So tell him what you want before you leave.
Well, if you need a tunnel built, just ask me.
Well, that's true. But it still needs to actually build a hideout. But the tunnel's going to be. Let's just pull up the map for a second. Right. So here is the bar. Well, actually, here is the bar.
Oh God, the sniper from TF2 is here! Run!
Yeah, they also told me they had a sniper problem as well. So be careful.
Okay, so how long is the tunnel in feet?
Well, it's going all the way over here. I'll just mark it as your new hideout.
Or miles? I can work with both. Because I can produce a tunnel at 4 miles an hour. You know, I can gussy it up a little bit by shifting the earth around, and we can set up some electric lighting and everything.
That's pretty much a good idea. But yeah, the highest being built as we speak over here. The only reason they didn't build it on the
And
bar,
where are we?
The only reason they didn't build it at the bar is because, well, and then here I'm knocking on the door again. She keeps bothering me. Like, excuse me, are you trying to? Oops, wrong thing. Excuse me, why are you bothering my husband? Get your ass out here because so my husband can arrest you. I heard that they've been breaking and entering. We got you now, you so-called heroes.
Well, they can't arrest us if we're not here. Is there a basement to this place?
Yes, there is.
Okay, we're going into the basement. We're going to I'm going to build, and I'm going to dig us a little tunnel, and then just reseal the door behind us. And we'll play cards or something for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, as Ocean goes to negotiate. you heard Oceana like talking, this woman shrieking, until eventually she's "Eh, like, when you fight your friends, you arrest them. You're so-called
They're not even
superhero."
here. They're not
What?
even here. They're not even here.
No, I meant she knows this. No, Oceana stayed behind because she knows everyone will recognize her, even if she's trying to hide. Plus no one could. Plus, obviously, she's not going to get arrested. So, well, you tell your friends that if if they cross her again, like they're not even here. They went across town for several days. Well, good. My husband will arrest them. I don't care what personal part you get.
You got any force?
Say again.
We're just playing Go Fish in the basement, hidden in the basement. Got any force?
A chimpanzee got any force?
Well, I don't know if Sweden has Go Fish as a game.
I think maybe. Maybe.
And eventually, the screeching woman leaves.
Well, I guess it's time to start building that. Tunnel then.
Yeah.
All right, so
Pulls out an MP3. Pulls out an MP3 player. Puts earbuds in, and just starts getting to.
Mhm.
Alright, so it takes you how long? Take you to build the tunnel?
I can do I can burrow at 4 miles per hour.
Alright, so it takes you about an hour before you reach the hour. Reach the end with the workers like looking at you like, wait, how you get here so fast? We didn't even start the tunnel from our end yet.
Well, not only that, but the thing is, you know what the normal human pace is?
Yeah, what?
2 miles an hour. Base speed is 2 miles an hour. I went double that. I was just basically sitting down, reading a book while just getting shifted forward in like a stone chair.
Well, remember, half them were working, other half were digging the tunnel. Well,
And a completely finished earth tunnel behind them with stone reinforcements and buttresses and all that fun stuff. It's actually it's simple but fancy.
They just look at it like, well, we built a lot of half work already. Well, welcome to your future new hideout. We didn't even build that yet. He puts out all the Say again?
Technically, I already have a base of operations, just not in this city.
Okay, well, you're new at it in this city at least. Well, in the city. As you see, you have all the amenities. For your science friend over there, you have a full science lab, and he points out one thing. Well, with all the tools that he requested, your magic friend the magic friend's gun have few tools we try to fight. We're going to fight them eventually. For your martial arts friend, you have a fully stocked gym with exercise equipment, punching bag, and something along the lines of as speak to another martial arts friend, he says that it's a install gravity that weighs 1,000 times heavier than the Earth. I don't know why we want to train it down to times gravity, but who knows?
Increased muscle strength forces so that if you can train at a basic level in a higher gravity environment, when you're in a regular environment, your body is significantly better.
Assuming you don't get killed.
You're dealing with a superhuman here.
Apparently. Anyway, that's not installed yet. What?
Okay.
I don't know what. Unfortunately, since you are away on a mission, we don't know what your room is yet. But here's it over there.
Make sure there's plenty of earth and arcane supplies. I'll bring in copies of books that I will expect to use myself. Don't worry about making shelving units. I can make those myself.
Good.
Just walks into the room, snaps his fingers, shelves and a stone desk come out of nowhere.
Like, well, that's interesting.
I'm a geomancer. What do you expect?
And there's enough river to actually get ocean to and from the ocean.
Well, that's good.
Unfortunately, we don't have a cars hideout for our cars, and you also have an entertainment center over there. You know, to watch TV, listen to the news. And the important thing is, the owner brought the shop to House's liquor, his house's liquor, if you will.
Okay. I'm not a drinker.
Dude, he brought the shop for you. He has his liquor outsourced.
Okay.
Anyway, it's gonna be a couple days till I finished, and that just keep an eye out. That sniper is still walking around trying to pick you off and whatnot.
Good thing I can travel underground. Though I'm not capable of creating complex door mechanisms with my power. All I can really do is solid objects. So you'll need to install doors at either end. Though I presume not having to cut a 2-mile long tunnel is a lot of side taming.
Yeah, that helps shave the work off by at least a few weeks.
Yes. Should be able to get some electric lighting in there as well.
Oh, electric? He snapped his fingers and a couple of lights caught on.
Good. Much more reliable than candles, and don't have the time to do enchanted lanterns.
Good point. Anyway, and at this point, the TV promos are like breaking news. Once again, someone's tried to steal someone from Diamond Avenue. Except the superheroes is like, come get us, come on. Couple of the thugs. Why don't the police handle them? Diamond Avenue is over here. Oh, sorry, Ruby Avenue. Sorry.
What's Jimpan? What's your character's name again?
You can call me Nipan.
What was that?
It's something like that, but it's after generated, so I don't. You can call me
I always
whatever you
call it
want.
Pyro for Pyro or something like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Pryh.
Call me Pyro.
Pryh
Why not?
Pryh. I think we should go check that out, Mr. Yosk. Would you care for a lift?
Yes, please.
The stone platform beneath him expands, big enough for you to stand on it as well. Floats fairly quickly towards the location.
And as you can see, one of the head gangsters and a couple of his minions are robbing stuff.
So how do you want to hand this, Mr. Dewask? Direct assault or sneak up on them?
Sneak up.
I'll come from below, you come from the top?
Yes. Sounds good.
Lands about an alley away and slips partially underground. And stealthily pops up behind the main guy, a good distance away.
Wait, let me see.
Specifically about 100 to 150 feet away, because I've got good range on my basically chuck a rock at his head.
The dude's like the lady behind is like, "Boss, look out! Who the hell did that?"
I guess I'm gonna shoot him with a rock. Ooh! Ooh!
I'm not even going to bother counting roll because
I think crits actually increase the damage significantly because it's considered multiple things. But let me double check what a crit does to damage. Sorry, it's been a little while. Where is it? No, it's going to be... There it is. It means Mastermind's 3E. Sorry, it's been a while. Come on, where are you? Where are you, critical? Here we go. We make an attack check and get a natural 20. You automatically hit regardless you try, and you score a threat. The hit might also be a critical hit, sometimes called a crit. To find out determine if the attack check total is equal to or greater than the target's defenses. If so, it's a critical hit. If not, the attack is still normal but not a critical. Okay. A quick question: does a 28 beat his dodge?
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it beats it.
Yeah. Okay then. I might be winging this a little bit, but I believe because he failed by a couple of degrees, the DC's probably gone up. Normally it's a 22, maybe it's a 24, 25. I'll let you determine that one. So 22 is the normal. We'll see how he does. If he's a minion, he goes down a one hit.
But since
No matter what.
he's a made man.
Yeah.
I guess toughness.
Yeah. So he's got to roll his toughness. Yeah, he just completely ignores the damage. Assuming that he's supposed to have a 14 toughness. Is he supposed to have a 14 toughness?
Yeah, Dexter's whip off the book, so yeah. From bruisers.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. What is his dodge? Out of curiosity.
I just looked at dodge too. His dodge is 9.
You do realize that that's above a power level 10, right? That he's above a power level 10 character.
Ooh, yeah.
That minimum, he's like Superman territory, actually.
No,
based on that,
let me
yeah.
cut it down a little bit.
Yeah. Because the thing is, we at most can have, I believe it's 16, and we're power level 8 characters. So he can yeah.
All right, let me okay, so I cut them down by 2 each. So let me reroll will toughness.
Well, if you remove, okay, as I said, 16. If we had 0 dodge, we could have at most 16 toughness. If we had 0 toughness, we could have at most 16 dodge. This guy's pretty powerful, even at a -2.
Damn, and his toughness is back down to 10.
Yeah. Which means he'd have a dodge, assuming he's the same power level as us, of a 6. Which is doable. Look, yeah, there are tougher characters out there. We'll find a way to beat him. It's just the trick with the tough characters, you just gotta lay it on them until eventually they drop.
Alright, so 3 minions and 1, I guess, ball. I guess 1's big balls.
Got it. So that's basically all I can really do. Kind of pop my head in and chuck a rock at him.
Now I'm running for initiative real quick. 1 second.
Where's initiative when you need it? There we go.
The hell?
Yeah, I rolled initiative.
No, I meant the initiative for the minions. Like, that's sky high.
What is their plus for initiative?
6.
They roll a 13. That's not a bad one.
Alright, me. Alright. First minion ranks up. It's like, hey boy! Do it like a. Hey little boy! We're gonna have some fun!
Get the shit out of him, Jim Pan!
Old guy.
That's a girl!
Get the shit out of him anyway! I think she missed horribly.
It's advanced dodge DC 20.
Okay, your turn now.
Okay.
Well, she goes down 1 shot.
What, she's not going to roll toughness, or can she not reach a DC 20 for her toughness? Yeah, she can't roll that. She can't. She could roll it, but not really. So did you just backhand her? Like, no, get in your place.
Shut up, bitch. Shut.
And so she's unconscious. Oops.
God.
Then number 2 looks up and is like, oh, oh, it is on, girl. And she runs up and tries to hit. Well, actually, not tries to hit you, tries to shoot you. This is towards her.
Did she just shoot me?
Yeah.
She does hit, but I got my, defense to roll. Oh, that's bad.
Oof.
Yeah, it hits.
Well, no, it hits and does damage. I gotta double check what that one is. Range recovery. No. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I completely fucked up the damage. No, I did not fuck up the damage. You see, I did it right. Okay, so yeah. Damage plus 15. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I failed by 2 degrees, and I probably 3 degrees since I got okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much 3 degrees of failure here. The circumstantial penalties to toughness checks are cumulative, so a target who fails 3 resistance checks is damage, each with 1 degree of failure is a total of -3 penalty. If an incapacitator fails resistance check, shifts to dying. Yeah. I'm basically at 2 or 3 degrees if you want to basically have an equivalent of a botch table for critical failure.
I didn't even make a table for minions. I thought you were going to...
No. There's okay. No, only 2 degrees of failure. Okay, target is dazed until the end of the next turn, has a -1 circumstance failure penalty chance to damage checks.
Yeah, if it was a big boss, like, yeah, you're bloody or you're unconscious.
Yeah, in this case, basically what happens is the bullet obviously doesn't go into me, but it's like getting hit. It's like wearing a bulletproof vest and getting shot. It just hit in the bad place.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm dazed. If I've got to double check what dazed condition is, I think it's not nasty, but it's not the end of the war. Levels at a -2 for defenses. So yeah. Where is it? Yeah, let's see. Conditions. Dazed. The character is limited to free actions and a single standard action per turn. All the character may use. Yeah. Okay. So basically, at most I can try. I can fall. I can kind of fall back into a defensive position for a moment, since I don't want to deal with that bruiser. So I'll get out of the line of fire temporarily.
All right, man 2 goes like, "Hey, girlfriend, you heard? They got to get shot."
Okay.
Well, good to know. And he shoots a pistol at Jimpan.
Jimpan, didn't you say your defenses were at dodge and parry of 10?
My dodge.
What is it at?
My dodge is 10.
So that misses you. You actually dodge the bullet, barely, but you do dodge. You fucking Matrix that shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the? Alright, Geo says go.
I'm going to use my only real action and basically bury myself. So basically I'm going to go into the ground with Burrow, closing the path up behind me. And I'll just, what was it? What was that condition? It said until, where are you? Damage. There we go. Yeah, 2 degrees. Target is dazed until the end of their next turn, has a -1. Okay. Yep. So yeah, basically I'm dazed. I'm dazed for the moment.
Alright, Bruiser runs up, only to retrieve her his unconscious husband's firearm. And that's his turn for now. Next.
Fuck. Give me a second. Hmm.
Run up and kick the shit out of him.
Hmm.
Oof.
Ouch. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So basically, no damage. It's like you're punching a brick wall.
He took it like a tank. Like, ah.
Yeah. Basically, there are two thoughts: either never take the damage or tank the damage.
Take the damage, yeah. And since he rolled crit, I'm like he just took it like a tank.
Yeah.
Megan goes and tries to shoot Chimpanzee again.
Hmm.
Well, after she comes down, that is. Actually, though, she's trying to go stand there and wait for you. Like, come out, wherever you are.
Fuck you.
No, he's looking at she's looking for Geoshock. Meanwhile, Power's like, oh, you can't lost 2 bullets.
Try me.
I think he just catches the bullet midair.
Mhm.
Oh my god! Oh, you're kidding me! Meanwhile, you hear both in the back like, fucking wankers. Do I have to do everything myself?
So, yeah. So, has she finished up her turn?
Oops, sorry. I forgot.
Or have I been disconnected?
Yeah, she's finished up. However, now you have the sniper stepping into the picture. Don't really like last time, it won't reroll until all turns pass.
Okay.
So Geoshock's turn.
I pop up out of the ground and go, it's my turn. And I'm going to hit her with a rock. 24 versus her dodge.
I'm pretty sure it hits.
And it's a DC 22. Yeah, it's a DC 22. Yeah, she gets hit with a 3-ton boulder.
she hits and
Probably gets launched into a nearby wall.
Like, what the? I'm knocked out.
Also, my speedster would have been bullshit at this fight. Because there's something called move by action, which he has. So you don't actually see him on the battlefield. He just runs back and forth and hits things as he passes by.
Alright.
So yeah.
Let me see this.
So I'm guessing she's in a pile of rubble right now.
Yep. So Bruiser runs out and starts to use his firearm, which I have to do manually because obviously I don't have a firearm. The Bruiser doesn't normally come with a firearm. No, that's not good. That's a mistake.
Wait, he has 8 arms and 8 guns?
I'm probably have a plan for that. Well, this is normal. So it's a hit?
And hit my DC.
Oh,
My
So,
DC.
okay. Dodge.
My dodge DC is 20.
so it just hit bear. So
Yeah,
it missed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it missed. Since I think ties favor the player still, right?
believe so.
Okay, I'll just make it rule. Tie favor the player.
Okay, got it. So if we match their DC, we win, but they have to beat our AC to win.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, yeah. So okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind borrowing something from Shadowrun, there's something called a grazing hit, where basically it doesn't do it. You get basically grazed. It doesn't do any damage, but if there's a secondary effect, it will go into effect potentially. But
Good
in this
point.
case, yeah, just a bullet.
So like if you get hit by Oceana's water jet, then it doesn't hurt you, but it still pushes you back.
Yeah, stuff like that. Basically, it's a grazing hit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
Kick the shit out of him, Jim Pan. I'll deal with Little Miss Pistol.
Who's got towards?
I think he's still beating up the Bruiser.
Yeah. Because it's one.
Yeah.
That hits.
Oof. He actually gets 1 degree of failure.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Right,
1 degree of failure. So he So he gets a -1 cumulative penalty to further resistance checks against damage. So he's at a -1 at his toughness. Basically, this is how you take guys out the hard way. You get their toughness to 0, I think, and then they go down.
The sniper looks up like, steady now, steady.
Who's he targeting?
Pryh.
Got it. I hope your toughness is good.
His toughness is, roll toughness. Because I know that hits.
My toughness.
It's 20.
The pan of Jim survives.
Yeah.
Yep. You're fine, Jim Pan.
Alright,
You get head pats.
Power go.
Wait, didn't he just go?
I reset the turn, so he goes again.
Got it.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm going so that as soon as the sniper shot hits, he has a unnerving sense of, what the fuck?
Should I take him or continue?
Well, obviously he's on a roof, so obviously you have to climb up to get him, or super jump or whatever.
I can key blast him.
Say again?
Key blast.
He lost?
Key blast. It's a ranged
Oh,
attack.
okay. Oh,
He's gonna Kamehameha him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the sniper is actually tough. I think more tougher than a bruiser, but that's because it's supposed to be a one boss fight. Not that
Jesus!
tough, though.
DC 19, not bad. Have him roll his toughness, assuming 29 will hit him. Oof. Yeah, he may be dazed, since I think that brings him to 2 degrees of failure because it failed by 5 or more. So he's at 2 degrees
So he's dazed.
for the next round until the end of his next turn. So he can only do 1 action. And he's at a -1 to further damage checks.
Meaning it's like, okay, you dodged a bullet and caught a bullet, but can you dodge this bullet? Okay, you dodged a bullet, caught a bullet, and absorbed a bullet, but can you dodge this? And she's
Let's find out.
Apparently not. Oof. That'll hit.
Why dodge? Shall we roll?
No, that's 27. I know that hits.
Yeah. You have to roll your
That was
toughness,
only
Jim Pan.
20. Plus it's critical, so it hits no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, it becomes a critical hit, which has certain things happen with it. Critical.
Fortunately, it's just a minion, not big ball.
Yeah.
One of the 2 bosses, mini bosses, I guess.
Come on, Jim Pan. Roll good.
Roll what?
Toughness.
Toughness.
Tough.
Ooh.
He catches the bullet with his teeth. And then spits it out.
The man just looked at the fair and I'm like, fuck this. My dad says I should have gone to nursing school.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Hey,
Jim Pan, you're absorbing all of the luck. Just all of it is yours
Yeah.
today.
and she tries to walk away.
Boulder to the face. Boulder to the face. 14 versus her. 10 plus her dodge.
It hits.
She needs to roll toughness against DC 22.
Yeah, now she's gonna hit.
Yeah, the rock just fucking hits her in the side. And she's now in a pile of rubble. And I'm going to use my flight. I'm going to use my flight to kind of float around a little bit and get a better view of the battlefield.
All right.
Actually, no, not flight. I'm going to use my ground speed ability. I'm basically earth surfing. That's what I literally call it. I'm earth surfing. Across the sides of buildings as long as they're made of an earth or earth-like material.
Bruiser looks at her like, oh, worthless! All of you worthless! and attempts to shoot Pryh again.
He hits.
Yes, a hit this time.
Yep. Jim Pan, roll your toughness again.
You like to stop 2 balls in the team like.
Jim Pan, are you trying to get a necklace of bullets?
The sniper just looks at it like and just uses his jump jet to move from one building to the other. And that'll be his turn because obviously he can't shoot.
Yep.
Hmm. Should I concentrate on him or I take I take him.
Yeah, it's but not good enough.
Damn, this guy's still up. So I think he's at a -1 though. So
Yeah, so take that -1.
I am going to do, because I know this guy doesn't have a ton of defense. I'm going to do not an all-out attack, but a power attack. So I'm basically sacrificing accuracy for damage. So this is going to increase my damage by 2, but subtract my attack by 2. It's an optional ability that you can use. So I'm basically doing a meteor strike on him. I miss.
By a mile.
Yeah.
Bruce just looks at it like, fuck this. And decides to go for a parking mirror instead. And quickly realizes that the gun is the best method of doing things.
So he tries to hit him with a parking meter and it does nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, okay, little server dude, come to mama. As they attempt to snipe Geoshock.
He does hit. Now I've got to roll my resistance. I'm at a -2, I believe.
Ouch.
That's 3 degrees of failure. No, I'm still up, but that's like 3 degrees of failure.
So the next degree, you're knocked out.
Next 3 degrees, I'm knocked out. I'm now staggered, and at another -1. Staggered. Hold on, what the hell is staggered? Yeah, I'm dazed and hindered. I can only move at half my normal speed, so.
Alright, power go.
It's my turn. Oh,
Yeah, that hits.
Let's see.
Hello?
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading the rules. Oh well, yeah. That's he just failed by 2 degrees. So he's so yeah, this guy right here. He's at another -1 to his defenses. Sorry, a -1 to his toughness, and he's also dazed until the end of his next turn.
Alright, Power Shot, your turn.
I'm gonna try to get total cover from this guy. So I'm gonna fly back into an alley where I have total cover, so he can't shoot me. That's all I can really do.
Alright,
Good thing I wasn't using flight. I was just using my speed move because that's a lot faster.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Earth surfing is speed 3.
Anyway, Bruiser stumbles into an alleyway. The sniper uses his jump check again, and 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 shoots Chimpan, which hits.
I roll.
Toughness.
Oh, toughness.
Ooh.
That is 3 degrees. You're going to want to get out of there, Jim Pan, quickly.
Yeah.
We need more people to deal with someone like this. Preferably someone who's a bit of a bruiser themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to fall back?
Yeah. Can
I'm going to take one of the minions, though, if I
No,
get the chance.
all minions are down.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of them. Interrogation.
Oh, okay.
For specifically the one that if I can get 2, I'll take 2. So because these two, I'm assuming, are pretty close to each other in the piles of rubble.
Yeah.
Can I get both of them or only one?
Let the dice roll. Let's see. You can get 2 if you succeed.
What was that? Succeed what?
You can get up to 2.
Yeah, remember, I've got burrow and earth move. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to burrow down and make a cavern for me to hold on to these 2, and I'll give myself a minute to recover. Then I'll be fine. Then I won't be messed up anymore. Then I can just burrow and have these 2, in basically stone coffins, or more specifically, like stone bindings, and just carry them via floating in the air. Yeah.
All right.
Create and move abilities are very useful.
All right. Bruiser backs off and.
Huh?
No, Bruiser backs off the fight.
Got it. And the sniper is probably not following us.
He could follow you with a boost, but it's like, nah, I think you got it.
Eventually, I'll get over. Well, then eventually I'll get over to.
For now, back off.
Yeah. But we kidnapped 2 of them, and I'll open up a hole for you, Jim Pan, and join me. Jump into the hole, Jim Pan.
I'm jumping in.
Hole closes up behind Jim Pan. We're safely underground.
Obviously, the sniper can't shoot you from up there, so.
Yeah, we'll. I'll do a burrow where the tunnel fills in behind me, and just kind of. Well, so yeah, you see, I've got 2 of the minions with. Does the hideout have a cell for bad guys?
They could build you one real quick.
Okay, is there an area where I could create one myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take one of the storerooms that we just dug out recently, and I'm just gonna make a stone cage for them.
Let me see if they could make it. 1 second. Maybe it could make a temporary hideout until, like, actually set a permanent one. I'm just drawing through all the maps right now.
Unfortunately, I don't have intimidation. I have persuasion, but not intimidation. Damn.
I had, I don't know, invitation 4.
So, oh, you have intimidation. Got it. So I guess you'll be bad cop. I'll be good cop.
I can try.
That's
So yeah. So
Sorry, that'd be good.
Ty, I'll make that cell out of stone and chuck them in. Obviously, I'm going to do a full search. Is it investigation or no? I think it's perception to do a search. I'm searching them for weapons.
All right, knife, gun, and pretty much that's it.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll have a stone. I'll have a table with those weapons sitting just outside of reach of the cell, so they can see that we have it.
All right,
And I guess
some bars real quick.
Yep. And I'll just be sitting there on my rock, floating. Book in front of me. Stones orbiting around me, like I usually do when I'm studying. Not even holding onto the book. The book is literally being held up by a couple of stones.
You're 1 and being 2. Wait, what happened? How we get out of here, girl? I don't know.
They just see me floating just outside of the cell, reading a book.
Oh, god dang it. Let us out of here. We have a right, you know.
Do I look like law enforcement to you?
Aren't you some kind of hero? Shouldn't we listen to the cops? This is kidnapping.
No, this is initial interrogation and holding before we transfer you to the cops.
Holding about what?
Well, one of you shot me. Fortunately, my robes are fairly effective at dealing with mortal weapons like bullets.
Yeah, you got them good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to basically pick up one of the guns and clear it really quick. Not a very well-maintained gun, I can tell you that much.
What did it do? The boss's salary didn't exactly pay well.
Also, look at this. The serial number is scratched off. I'm sure the cops would love to have a conversation to you about that.
We don't know anything about that.
Dollars Donuts, this is a stolen weapon, and, well, stolen weapons, that's highly illegal. I've got a feeling both of you have felonies on your records as well.
We don't know anything about that.
Well, a simple record search should be able to clear that up. I'll just need your fingerprints.
They both put their hands behind their back like, no, you don't.
Snaps finger.
You have to come to the cell to get your fingerprints. Oh, there.
Snaps finger. Rock forms into what looks like a fairly tight-fitting bracelet and grabs one of them by the wrist and then drags her to the cell door. Her hand is now sticking out of the cell door, out of the cell. I'm a geomancer, and I can move a lot more weight. I can move a lot more weight than you can resist. Does the whole ink thing, while she's kind of being held up against the cell bars.
Yeah, she's trying to fight back, but obviously I'm not going to try strength today because I know he's going to. Actually, I'm going to try just for chicken giggles.
Well, actually, that'll be a contested check. In my case, I'll have to do a move object 7 check versus her strength. Yeah, no. And I'm doing this one with the nurse, the one that made the comments about should have gone into nursing. So yeah, she's currently smushed up.
I knew I should have gone to nursing. Why did I listen to my parents?
I just do the whole press the ink pad against the hand so it's completely covered in ink, and then press the paper with a clipboard behind it on the paper. Check to make sure it's not smudged. Then repeat with the other hand. Then I release her. Then I walk over to her and just look at her and go, "Do you need me to do the same thing with you?"
She runs up and tries to kick you in this. She runs up and tries to kick you in between the bars.
I'm like 5 feet away from the bars.
I know. It doesn't mean she's not exactly intelligent, unlike her friend.
Obviously, they can't see his face due to some of the charms on his equipment, but there is this look of "I am disappointed." That I am very disappointed. The hooded figure is "I am disappointed," and he just he does a slightly different version of it. He basically has a couple of rocks that are shaped just right. Do the whole what was it? Basically, do like ankle shackles, but ties them completely together. So, yeah, she's basically doing the whole feet tight together while trying to stand up.
Oh, you're back because I shot you, did I?
Yes, and it hurt. It was good thing I'm wearing something that is better than any bulletproof vest. Now, are you going to cooperate with the hand printing, or am I going to have to control you like a marionette? What is her response?
She probably was looking at it like, "Go fuck yourself."
Language. Snaps his finger, basically, stone ring around the mouth. Then snaps fingers. She's lifted up. And then a couple more rings get moved around her, and she's now being lifted up off the ground. Normally I can't do this in combat scenarios. A little too finicky, but versus a prisoner, quite simple. Basically has the arms stretched out so she can't move, and she's just floating in the air helplessly. Takes her fingerprints as well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go check these against criminal records. And hey, there might be bounties out for you. That'd be useful. Oh, I probably should let you down. Snaps finger. Most of the rocks disintegrate except the one around her head and mouth. That's the only one he's leaving on her.
You can't see it, but she's cursing. She's cursing out as we speak. Her friends look at her like, "Oh boy, what did I get myself into?"
And do we have a hookup to the police database or no?
Yeah, you have the FBI database, so pretty sure the police databases.
I'll give them a quick call and say, "Hey, I'm emailing you fingerprints for two people we brought in. Could you find out who they are for me? Thank you."
Guys at the bar, right? But anyway, yeah, she's like,
right, we're at the hideout. We're at the hideout.
Oh yeah, it's true. Like, yeah. Okay, let me just check real quick. He goes on his phone. Couple of minutes. Okay, this lady here is is lady is is Mercedes Cassandra, and she has no criminal record. Last time she checked, she dropped out of nursing school.
Mm.
This lady right here, though, Harriet Harriet Smith, and sorry, Harriet O'Shea, and oh boy, you pre you might want to wait for us to pick her up. She's wanted in several states.
Oh,
Assassin,
don't.
grand larceny, couple of cases
Oh,
of murder.
well, good thing I have her basically tied up using stone, so she's not going anywhere fast. Unless she's known for being able to break through solid stone.
I doubt that. But yeah, we'll pick up as soon as we can. We're still busy over here trying to get the get Eli it get Lord Eli and his wife off of us.
Good luck with that, gentlemen.
Thanks. I swear,
Yep.
like, he says it in his head. I swear that cop doesn't know we're FBI, we're federal agents, and hands up the phone.
Yep. I'm gonna walk back here. Is she struggling to get that thing off her face?
Of course she is.
Do you know what type of stone that is?
Okay.
It's granite, and it's basically fused. So there's no removing it without, a jackhammer or a stone saw if you're willing to spend a few hours. Or I can just snap my fingers and make it go away.
Get this away from me!
I
think she said get this
Miss
thing off of her.
Miss Cassandra, Miss Cassandra,
Yes. Yes.
you have no criminal record, from what I understand.
I know. I just joined this game to get some money.
I am willing to give you a second chance because you haven't put in the system yet. Your fingerprints have been checked, but you haven't been put in the system as of yet. You have an opportunity to make something better of yourself, or you can become like her. And he points to the one that's probably still struggling.
She's trying to bring her head to the side to get the grant off of her.
That's only gonna hurt you. Snaps finger, and back to the whole stone wrist and ankle shackle. And she just goes thunk to the ground. Sorry about that, but I'm not joking about that granite. There's no way to remove it without me, or a stone saw. But look. If you give us something we can work with, we'll look into letting you go, scot free, no criminal record, nothing.
Persuasion.
I'm a persuasion check. Got it.
You also roll as well, true man.
17.
Roll and
Persuasion.
I have 0. I roll this anyway.
Say again?
I have 0.
So you're going to assist?
Yeah, assist.
Got it. So it's a 19.
Okay. I really do need the money. I don't know what it. I don't know what I could tell you. I could just joined the game a couple of days ago.
Well, if it's money you're after, I might be able to sweeten the pot a little bit. How much are you needing?
My student loans cost a lot, and I failed out. So Mr. Xavier promised at least $10,000, $100,000 to pay off my student loans and get me back to mid school in exchange for joining this game as a nurse.
Hmm. Well, I can't exactly match that level. Hint, not judge. My character does have the benefit wealth multimillionaire. So, Ty, I don't know where you put that because wealth 5 is billionaire. So I don't know where you put the wealth 4 at.
I'm pretty sure multimillionaire was stocks and bonds.
But I
Okay,
could
so
make sure.
I say billionaire with constant cash flow.
So yeah, my character does have pretty big holdings. He inherited quite a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah. And he goes, look, I can't pay off the loans, but at least I could help you pay off any late payments, as well as help get you back on your feet. And I know potentially, and kind of get you back on track in medical school potentially. As I said, I won't be able to pay off your debt completely, but I can at least get you back on track so you can do it yourself.
I don't know what I could tell you, but go ahead. Of course, the other person's like, traitor! Traitor! I think she's saying traitor.
Okay. H looks over and goes, you've lost your lying on the ground privileges. Snaps fingers and basically hangs her from her ankles from the ceiling. Because, stone anklets things now. Yeah, just kind of fuse those into the ceiling.
Just be careful the blood doesn't rush to her head. I don't want to take care of her at this state.
Don't worry, I've got some basic medical training. I'll keep an eye on her. And as a sign of trust, he's going to snap his fingers, and the cage bars are going to go down for hers, and then basically stone chair is going to form. Stone chair is going to form behind her. Well, I would actually kind of scoop her up a little bit, and she's sitting at a stone table, and he's across from her.
As
And he said he's going to.
as a sign of trust, he takes off his jacket. Obviously, she's wearing a shirt underneath, but
yeah. So she's taking off her jacket, getting a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll pull out, not a notepad, but like a pad of paper and a pen. Take notes.
Alright, so what are you gonna ask me? The only thing I know for sure is they were obviously going to set a trap from the sniper, but well, you ran off. But what else you have for me?
Names of people that you've worked with, whether they're in a superior position to you or were just kind of the mooks like you. The more information we have, the better. Knowledge is a form of power, after all. And I'm assuming,
I think I know
is she human?
Yeah, she's human.
Okay. I'll note that my character's writing his notes in Elven. So,
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so I think I know a dozen moves and a couple of made men. So I'll just tell you some of them. And rouse on quite a bit until you hear one name that's interesting. As a made man, or made woman, should I say.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is, and I forgot the name I gave to the character. It's pretty much the policeman's wife.
Other than your word, do you have evidence that she is involved in crime?
She reaches into her pocket and shows you a picture of her, Xavier, and the police chief.
May I please see that? He holds out his hand.
Take it. I'm probably gonna burn this jacket as soon as I leave. I assume I get past that sniper. I'm pretty sure he gave her orders to kill me now.
You have seen my abilities, right? I can literally take you outside of town and fly you somewhere else.
True, but I don't know where I can fly to. Remember, I heard that Mr. Xavier's boss has has positions all over the world.
Could I do a knowledge elven culture check to see if he's infiltrated that?
Go ahead.
Has he been able to infiltrate their societies yet?
Nope.
Well, I do have contacts, some limited ones, within a few of the elven communities. I might be able to speak to one of the colleges that through their magical departments. See if I can't see if they can't put a good word in for you in their medical department. Though you'll have to learn elven culture and Elvish. Not as hard as people think, though.
I heard elves was snotty, but it's better than getting shot at. Alright. Well, here's a proof right here. Unfortunately, I don't have any video recording or anything like that.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. It's enough to hand off to other people we work with. They should be able to use it as leverage, or at the very least, to open investigations. Now, if you'll excuse me, snaps fingers, lowers this thing, and does basically, the whole ripping duct tape off the mouth, but it's stone. It effortlessly rips it off her face.
And she has several curse words that, let's just say, isn't friendly for YouTube. Even my channel is not safe for kids.
It is a kind of the flick in between the eyes near the forehead. That is very impolite.
Well, you're not in for that. You're pretty much getting an incel virgin. Pretty much got an incel virgin user who never laid down with a girl in his life. Just in a not friendly sort of way.
So she's insulting him.
A million miles a second. Excuse me, can I say this cell way over there so I don't have to hear her?
Mr. Hold on, where did it do? Hold on, where is it? Nope, not that. Where is it? Okay, so yeah. Mr. Iowusk, would you mind taking her to the cafeteria, getting her to the kitchen, see if she wants something to eat. It's also probably a bit more comfortable in there. So I'll snap my finger and just kind of slide the chair out since, well, it's a stone chair. It's a little tricky to... she could get out of it herself. It's just, tricky. So I'll slide her back a little bit so it's easier to get out.
All right.
Yeah. Or just have one of the attendants here have her get a quick bite to eat, but make sure someone's watching. I talk with this one. And I pull up her rap sheet, and I kindly hold it upside down so she can read it. You have warrants in multiple states.
I know, so what? I'm right and die.
We work with FBI agents.
So I shot FBI agents. And you see that she's telling the truth.
Yes, but I don't see it saying here, shot FBI agents while having my feet fused to the ceiling and my wrists held together by, what is that, 10, 15-pound chunk of rock?
Hey, know what they say? Challenge makes the man, or woman in this case.
You are way out of your league. You know that, right?
Am I?
Yes. Can you do magic, or do you command advanced technology, or have some sort of unique mutant or cosmic ability?
I can demand magic watch, and she tries to desperately summon an ice sculpture. She had, and she summons it for like a half a second.
Oh, I remember doing that during my initial training. Let me show you how you properly do it. Basically, doing a little bit of ritual magic, draw a little ritual circle, and empower it. Then little sculpture of what you tried to summon, but I did it better.
But you got lucky.
I've been able to do that since I was like 12. No, sorry, 9. That was year 1.5 of my magic training.
So what? I'm only 27.
I'm 17.
Like, you still don't know anything about me. You still don't know anything about life.
Oh, I don't know anything about life. So I've been living on my own for 3 years, having to survive in a community that having to be an element of a community that isn't native to me, having to learn a language over years, watching everything I once cared about be destroyed around me.
So I ran away when I was. I mean, I lived on my own since I was 17. You ran away, dear. Shut up.
I'm going to go further into her backstory. I'm assuming that she's either a runaway when she was a teenager, or effectively abandoned by a parent or parents.
No, she's a runaway.
What does it say about her parents, or do they have their? Are they average? Are they
Uh,
average people, or they kind of messed up themselves?
no, she's poor but average parents. They can put a rope on her head and give her clothes, but as your mother constantly cries that her clothes are not, she says her clothes are not good enough. She wants high fashion, high stakes, high everything. Unfortunately, since she's turned 20, since she turned 21, they can't go to the police to get her back. So they sadly gave it up on her.
He's just gonna kind of step away and go. Sad story. The impressions I'm getting from here and the interviews, and some of the cliff notes of the interviews from your parents, they seem like decent people. Didn't have a lot, but they provide. But they seem to try to provide you with everything they could.
They didn't
And
provide me enough. Like,
so, a roof over your head, clothes, food, um, some clothes, food, and someone caring about you isn't enough. Do you feel better now than when you ran away from home when you were a child?
you see this jacket, you see this shoes, you see this headband. I have more money right now than your outfit ever. This headband is worth more than your entire dingy outfit. Both of you.
This is elven silk that has been enchanted to being one of the strongest materials. Kevlar isn't even as strong as this stuff. And also, last time I checked, I actually had quite a bit. And the thing is, none of it matters to me.
Well, if you
The
had quite a
material.
bit, give it to me and let me go. And I'll try to be a good girl for like 3 days.
No.
How come she gets? How come she gets to go to med school and I don't? I could belong in nursing.
No. You. There are multiple. She out of desperation made a really stupid decision, and she cooperated when she realized that the jig was up. I offered
Well,
it after she
says
already.
she's only 18, so obviously
Yeah,
she's.
and also she's barely an adult. As I said, I'm willing to give her a second chance. The second chances will come with conditions. Obviously, if she breaks that second chance, she's not going to get another one again. But you, let's see, you told you told this officer. Let's see, you told this judge that. Wow, that's one hell of a sob story. Too bad it's not true. That's how you got out of your first juvenile arrest. Interesting. Saying that you were abused by your parents. They weren't abusive. No evidence of it at all. Hell, last time it looks like you also have a couple of siblings. Obviously, not much information on them other than some interviews. But they seem to be doing they seem to be doing okay themselves. So obviously, you weren't abused. You're just greedy. You never learned to want what you have. And he walks over and he takes the headband off her head.
And he tries to stretch out for it.
Do you know what this is worth in the long run?
More than your ever will be.
It's not worth much. Do you think it? Do you think that you're going to be trusted with? You think you're going to be trusted in that group ever again? You were captured.
So I just find another group. It's not the first time I left the game. It won't be the last.
Yeah, but this gang has metahumans and power and those with unique and superhuman ability. And you know things. I guarantee that. You've seen people talking. So you could try to run.
I'm
Not going to get that far.
Gun, there was no sniper. Oh,
What was that?
nothing. Yo, yeah, shit.
So the sniper's actually using a piece of high tech equipment to set a railgun. That could explain why it hurt so much. That's useful. Thank you for letting me know, and let me note that down. And what was her name again?
I forget. I'm just playing the character.
Well, yeah.
Shawnee is the last name, though.
Yeah. Well, we had Miss Cassandra.
Yes.
And we have this chick. So.
Last name's Osandra. This chick.
What's her name?
Last name's Osandra.
Osandra. Miss Osandra, do you know how long you're going to be in jail for? I'm going to roll basically expertise law at 5, which is my base intelligence. Thank you, eidetic memory. That's not very good, so I'm guess I'm probably overestimating it.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, this isn't exactly a high critical thing. I should have taken 10 on that, whatever. But yeah. Let's see. I would say at least multiple 25 years to life that run consecutively, not concurrently. I mean, hell, you might actually get the death penalty in some of these states, and there are the federal charges. Woof.
Those cops and those FBI agents should not get in my way. I thought the way of becoming a made man, but thanks to you two, that's not happening. all I had to need to do is to sneak in, it's just lay out trap for that sniper to kill you, and he even could do that.
And yet you get captured and reveal your plan to me, and your bragging and ego stroke.
Because I know you can't go outside at night without him looking at you.
You do know how I got us here, right?
Yeah, but eventually you're going to be a hero to save something from the streets. Whether it be a kidnapped boy, an injured child, whatever.
But those are individual.
Plus, Mr. Saver has enough money to pick up more snipers. Not to mention his boss.
Oh, still running things down in Elven. I've set up another desk right here, and I'm just sitting down.
Yes. Oh, so what? Everybody knows that mob bosses have money.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if I personally have more resources than them, and you're never going to get a hold of it.
Well, now I know I get out here and break out of jail again. I'm going to target you and whatever Elven village you're sending her to.
You don't need. You don't know where I'm sending her.
Well, I'll find out. I have ways. I have gamers I can talk to.
Mr. Xavier's had a ton of trouble getting into the Elven community. They're extremely tight knit. And when they accept, and the thing is, as I say, and when someone joins their community as a member, they are extremely protective of them. Do you really think that whatever Elven enclave I take her to, you're going to find it, and then they're going to help you find her? No, they're going to ignore you. They're going to use their various terms for humans. Barbarian, savage, Luddite, in more of a magical sense. Luddite is the English translation. The word, it's basically Luddite for magic.
Yeah.
No direct translation.
You hear that, girl? You have a wonderful time at that village of yours. Hiding.
Again, that's what they use for strangers. I am a known practitioner of magical arts, specifically Elven-style magical arts. You don't think I can't put a good word in for her, which will mean they will be more protective of her and give her a good chance to integrate? Where they won't use those terms, they will use terms that translate to honored guest, friend. Hopefully, eventually, terms like my apprentice and student. Again, they're a very close-knit community. And when somebody joins, they like to hold on to them.
Whatever. What about you little, girly? What's your deal? You should know I'd kick your ass if I was not behind these bars, right? Wait a second, is Junpei's character a girl or a boy?
Me.
Is Junpei's character a girl or a boy?
I'm a man.
Okay. And what about
Maybe.
you, boy? Let's come over here and discuss things together in private, if you know what I mean.
Why?
Don't tell me you didn't check out my body.
Don't make me put you in a stone chastity belt.
Oh, shut up. You're just mad because I'm hitting on him and not you.
Actually, if you were hitting on me, I'd be disgusted. I don't want whatever diseases you have.
I don't have any diseases.
Shut up. Shut up.
Whatever.
16 on a treatment or medicine check. Is she affected by anything?
Yeah, she is.
Which one is likely?
Probably has to clap. Clefairia.
Yep. The clap that's I believe chlamydia or gonorrhea.
I think it's Clefairia. And obviously she's a disease because if you look at her records, she has.
No, it's gonorrhea.
Huh?
She has the clap is gonorrhea.
Oh, it's a gonorrhea then.
Yeah.
Because you look at her records, you see prostitution amongst her criminal history.
You do know you have. You do know you have the gonorrhea, right?
Shut up!
It's right here in your records.
Like, really? Ah, god damn it.
So yes, I say again, I would be somewhat disgusted because you are infected with a transmittable disease.
God damn it. I was hoping one of those healers cured me eventually. By the gun to the main
You don't need to go to.
and
You don't need
to main men first before Mr. Favorite.
I just look over to Pryh. Is it Pryh? Oh, hold on. Where is it? Oh, God damn it. Where is it? Damn it. Nope, not that. Yeah, Pryh. I look over at Pryh and go, does she not know she can just take over-the-counter antibiotics for that?
I don't know.
Like,
What's it know?
she's like I said, she's not exactly smart. I told her that 5 times already.
I mean, seriously, you probably could get over-the-counter medications for this. You just need to make sure you stick with the treatment, though antibiotics do. Though antibiotic can have certain negative side effects temporarily, but you follow a full regime, you should be cured.
See, honey? As soon as I cure, we're going to have at it.
Though you potentially could have a antibiotic-resistant strain.
Like, don't worry, she doesn't. I had to treat for antibiotics a few times already.
Wait, she actually tried treatment a few times already with antibiotics?
For different things, though.
Well, because the thing is, if you don't take the full regimen of antibiotics, the ones that survive are the ones that are more resistant to it, thus you get a resistant strain of it. It's one of the reasons why you need to make sure you completely take a full regimen of antibiotics, even if you feel better before you're done with it.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm going to nursing school.
Yeah. Yeah, so she... Yeah.
Shut up. I'll just pick up right where I left off.
No, you're not. We're going to be taking you to the FBI. With those shiny stone manacles. And ankle irons.
My friends, welcome. And I didn't even know what I did. Let me see if I could make a quick spray of Boulder real quick, or Scully or whatever. One of them. I got a bunch of pictures. Okay, there you go. Welcome.
Who is this?
Her, huh? That's the FBI agent, Scully.
She's an elf?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use a traditional elven greeting. Basically, good afternoon, constable, or because there isn't really a term for FBI in Elven.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, we've captured her. The other one we're gonna go with. She was never captured. She got away. If you understand what I'm saying.
I never saw her. I just came to capture this one. As far as I
Yep.
know,
So yeah, she's been.
got away in the firefight.
Yeah, the other one got away in the firefight. So yeah, this one though, she's she's been somewhat useful to us. I hope you note in her official police record that she did provide useful information, including the fact that the sniper is using some sort of railgun technology.
That's 2 railguns I have to worry about then.
And make sure
one from the sniper, and one from that.
And make sure the make sure the police chief gets a copy of her interview.
Like for one from the sniper, and one from that mech.
So make sure the local police chief gets a copy of her interview and noting that she was very helpful with the information she provided.
Wait, so that means I have to go up to that damn police chief again?
No, just send it. No, just mail it to him, or send him a fax. Just the FBI arrest report and a copy of the interview. I've been taking notes on most of it.
Whatever. All right, scumbag, come with me. You're not gonna get away with this. Yes, I am. You're under arrest for.
I hold up the sheet of everything. Take your pick.
He just looks at it like, just under arrest for everything. Enjoy forever prison. You're going to be spending a lot of time there.
Yeah. I snap my finger. She unceremoniously falls from the ceiling.
And she snaps ice cups on her.
Want me to remove the stone cuffs or leave them?
No, let's leave them. I'm still trying to get used to ice. Though ice does make criminals more cooperative, but
yeah. Oh, one more thing. Snaps his finger and basically cuts up her jacket.
Come on! That was a good jacket.
We can't have you walking around. Well, technically not walking, but we can't have you transported with gang paraphernalia. Just like we're gonna have to get rid of this, and I hold up the headband. This thing that supposedly is worth a ton. I mean, to me, it's just a piece of fabric that's been dyed and mildly embroidered.
Come on! It's made for the It's made from the finest line for the finest fabric. Oh, come on!
I'm not gonna lie. This is just above average fabric. It's not that nice. Japanese silk is nicer than this. Then you
They
start getting.
They told me it's Japanese silk.
No, this is. What is it?
Common American. Common American. What's it called?
I'm gonna do an expertise check.
Yeah, because I'm trying to. You have no idea. You do fine.
Well, but I know it's not silk. I mean, it's not silk. It's definitely not a hardy material.
I was about to say nylon, but yeah, you failed that, so whatever.
Yeah, but it's a synthetic material. I know that much, so it's pretty cheap. I mean, there are very few, expensive synthetic materials, and those ones are pretty obvious. So, also, quick way to check. Pulls out a piece of. Hold on, is silk flammable?
To Google.
Yep, it is flammable. Silk flammable. Yeah. All fabric, including silk, can burn. However, some fabrics are more combustible than others. For example, untreated silk and cotton are more readily than wood, which is difficult to ignite. On the other hand, silk is much less flammable than nylon, which ignites easily but burns slowly. Got it. So yeah, basically, it It does burn, but it's not the. It doesn't burn as fast as
It doesn't burn instantly, but it does burn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he just kind of reaches into his pouch and pulls out a piece of silk. This is a piece of silk, though I wouldn't. Though it's not the super high end Japanese style. It's a silk made in the West using materials imported from Japan. Very similar. Pulls out a lighter, lights it. See how it burns? That silk. Your scarf grabs her knife and cuts a piece off at about the same size. Woof! That's synthetic.
Like, I'm going to kill that goblin trace before I get out. You're not getting
Wait.
out. Not
Wait, you trusted a goblin for quality of merchandise?
You do know how goblins got to where they are to get rich, right?
Yeah, they lie, cheat, and steal.
Like,
This is a well-known fact in the supernatural community.
I'm going to kill every goblin in that village when I get out. Oh yeah, you can get out in about 7 life sentences. I'll make that 8. I'll check. I'll just double check. Anyway, thank you for your time. We have a bulletproof car so I can take you away.
Hold on. Allow me to make it a bit simpler. Snaps fingers and basically just having her float along by her wrists and ankles.
Thank you. That's pretty cool, to be honest.
I'm a geomancer and had time to, normally I can't do this in combat just because people are moving too quickly. But when out of combat, yeah, just form the rock around them, make sure it's basically fused together as one solid slab, and that ain't breaking anytime soon. Well, I mean, versus a human.
I can barely form ice cups. Whatever.
Oh, I've never had any success with the other elemental magics, only earth magic so far. Someday I'm hoping I can branch out into the other elements. Water, wind, fire.
Anyway, thank you for your help. I'll meet you back in the bar when I get a chance. When I get all the paperwork. In other words,
No problem.
Days.
No problem. You have a great day.
And
then I'm gonna go to the other girl. Sit down across from her. I'm guessing she's eating a sandwich or something in the cafeteria or the lunchroom or whatever we're calling.
And one second, let me just delete these real quick. Well, leave it up so I can actually make a character. Yeah, and she's like, "Just give me like one big favor before you take me to the village."
Well, it's not a village; it's an enclave.
Well, an enclave. She sticks out her jacket like, destroy my jacket as well.
Snaps finger, little swarm of rocks just shred it into pieces.
Well, at least the jacket's actually good. Plus, it's actually made of real leather. But yeah, there's nothing now.
Yep. Not gonna lie to you, it'll be tough to adjust. It'll be a lot of culture shock, but okay, they'll do what they can to keep you safe. But you have to be on the straight and narrow. No shortcuts. No shortcuts.
I joined this game for the money, but if I could for my dream of nurse, then I don't need any money.
Yeah, you'll have a steady income. You'll have a steady income and be able to pay off your debt. As I said, I can cover some of it to help you get back on your feet, but I'm not going to make it to go away.
I know. I know. Eventually, I'm going to have to pay for my crimes, even though as smart as I am. But
well, we're going with a non-traditional. We're going with a non-traditional extrajudicial punishment, which is you have to live with the choices you've made.
I understand. She looks like at least I don't want to be like her when she when she points at the cell. When she points at the screaming old friend leaving. Anyway, good luck in operating and convincing Karen to actually good luck in Karen. I saw her in person and she's not a nice person. She's that definite can I see your manager so I could get you all fired type of person.
Are there any things that you want to get before you go, or just want to get out of here as quick as we can?
I came into the city with nothing, I should leave with nothing.
Let's get you out of here.
And I assume she bursts her way out the city and to safety.
Yep. Then I'll fly her to that Elven enclave where they have a where they've set up a university that includes probably a kind of a they wouldn't update it, but basically kind of a healers thing. Teaching both magic, but more recently, I would assume embracing the humans' advanced medical technology. Just kind of doing both.
Oh, and Scully also sent you a elven message like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Before I left for to pick her up, to pick to pick little Miss Sunset up, I heard the good girl I heard her records transferred to the elven school, so she should be fine.
I hope you did it quietly so they can't be traced.
Why do you think I'm typing this in elven in the first place?
And she'll be fine. Yeah, I basically, I'll go to whoever I happen to know that's up in the chain at the for the magic school that's there, and see if they can't provide an introduction to someone in the medical school.
Oh yeah, so I was wondering why was this human's records transferred to us. I think we should be fine. She has decent grades, just ran into a bit of bad luck, ran out of money. But yeah, I think we should teach her a little bit.
I think she'll do well. Obviously, she'll have to go to the classes to learn Elven, but she's pretty smart. She should be able to pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah. Why is she coming here only a t-shirt and jeans in the first place? I don't understand that.
She's made some mistakes in her life. Didn't have much when I came across her, but she's trying to get back onto the right path and has helped me deal with some things. It's only fair that in exchange I help get her back on her on a better path.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go ask you to interview with her. Enjoy your mission, hero. She says, joking at Elvin before the thing steps out and goes downstairs.
Yep. I'll probably quickly swing by the by kind of the magical side and check in on anyone I happen to know there. At least the ones that know the Geoshock, not know. Okay, the ones that would know Geoshock, but not his secret identity. Remember, his secret identity he keeps very protected. At most, most people know him as a fairly decent fairly decent apprentice mage.
A couple of people know you, but mostly for the mission recently with Oceana.
Yeah.
Like, hey, your Mechamo made some new sidekick. That's pretty cool. That's it, Evan. Yeah.
No, it was a temporary partnership. I'm not her sidekick. I follow my own path. It just for a time our paths crossed.
Ah. Well, let's head down here. Have you give me your autograph? Yeah, me too.
I don't provide autographs. Sorry.
Ah, boo. And they go back to and you go back to training. All right,
Yep. And he'll probably swing by his apartment, get out of his gear because he's been in it probably for days at this point. Get showered up, repair any equipment really quickly, then return to the city.
all right. All right, back to the city. The robots carry for from Dead Set and what you call it.
Yeah, I'll return to the city myself after shower, cleaning of equipment, restocking of any alchemical reagents, things of that sort. Brings a satchel bag with additional chemical reagents because damn it, this has been a busy mission. Couple of stone chests of books.
All right, let me get. I'll be right back. I have to get some water.
No problem.
I can take my medicine.
Okay.
You can talk amongst yourselves and wonder why the. Well, I guess well, Jim Pan should know, but he was to wonder why the robots is walking around the place.
I'm assuming it's been reprogrammed, or it's a friendly robot.
Yeah. Friendly. I. Hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, so Barnchurch explains to you that the robot's been reprogrammed, well, not reprogrammed. He explains that there are three robots, and including one, I guess, boss robot named Candace, who tried to take out two, of her other robots when they failed, but Dessec reprogrammed the hard drive and got this robot working again. The other robot was destroyed when Candace hit it with a plasma shot. Other than that, what's the next step? Hello?
Hello, sorry.
Okay, so what's your next step?
I don't really know because half the party's not here.
Yeah, no. I can't exactly throw enough sniper at you.
Yeah, we got some basic intel.
True. I would say you can't throw Candace at you either because they're not. You're really gonna have a hard time dealing with her.
Yeah.
But check some basic intel. Oh, forgot. Genpan, you forgot one thing. Remember, they said I already talked to one of the security guards, and he seems from the from the close community, he seems quite dismissive about his job. So maybe talk to him again. Maybe he could help you out a little bit, so you don't have to break in this time.
Okay.
So are you gonna do that?
Yes.
All right, you go to his house like your friends were here a couple of days ago. Uh, what can I help you with? If it involves my job, fuck them.
Hmm. Um, you can help us do something.
uh, I assume it's inside the gate. I assume it's inside the mansion of the. I assume it's inside that stuffy gate community.
Yes.
They look
Hmm.
down. They look down upon us common folks, but hold on for a minute. She runs. He runs back in, pulls out a couple of bags. See if this can fit you. And
Okay.
he pulls out a couple of security guard uniforms.
Hmm. That will help.
As long as you don't get too suspicious, they could let you in as a security guard, but you can't exactly walk around the property or anything like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anything else I can help you out?
Hmm. I don't think so. At least not right now.
All right, as long as you. All right, I'll be around for a few more days so I could. I'll be around for a few more days before I quit that damn job and go on to something more meaningful in life.
Yeah.
Seriously, having them put it down all the time because you're not rich and famous. God dang.
Hmm.
Anyway, if it need any help, I should be around for a few more days. Take care.
Okay.
So yeah, you have guard uniforms now.
Hmm.
What's he gonna do with them?
I'm going to give them to the rest of the party.
Let me try to switch them back real quick. Alright, so you're walking up. You walk up to the guard. You walk up to the gate and like they salute like, ah, a new rookie. Carry on and let you pass.
But
So now you're here.
I give a card.
Say again?
I give a uniform to the party as well. Yes, to the party to him.
Oh, give a uniform to him. See what? I mean, Geoshock as
Um,
well.
yeah, everyone.
Uh, Geoshock gonna join what you call it in the gay community. See, well,
Yes.
you're gonna join. You're gonna join.
In what?
Sorry. He gave you a uniform so you can actually walk past the guards now.
To where?
To a community with rich, famous asshole people.
Wait, are we sneaking into Xavier's place?
That's the trick. Or to the two mansions if you want to. One of them is a Diamond Star mansion, and one of them is an elven, not elven, a dwarven like multi-millionaire. This is the Davis mansion, by the way.
Slight problem. I don't have anything to hide my identity without my hood and cloak.
True.
Yeah.
Uh, you could solo a mission. You could do a solo mission to get some evidence if you want to Japan.
I
I
could
don't try to
be
find.
I could be underground following you.
Yeah.
Occasionally pop my head up for a moment just to look around, then pop back down.
Alright, so obviously everybody's back on duty right now, so you're knocked out. You're in a pool. You're having lunch with him. And it took long because like one of the guards, whatever. Just don't just don't blab to anyone and walks back to the living room.
Yeah.
And you kind of wish you had Dessec running right now because you're seeing Dan and his wife walking into the mansion. One of those new guards. Whatever. Just keep an eye on these, will ya? And remember, we never was here. And he walks in. Dan, his wife. Alright, so
Do I,
say again.
do I hear anything?
Uh, I'll check where it be. Let me check.
Uh,
Right. Alright. Insight or sleight of hand? Give me one of those.
Insight. Insight.
Eh, you hear a couple of rumblings about they're looking for that girl you let go. They're like, we'll get them done as soon as possible. More likely, more likely, why's your when's your dad going to get that gym back? I don't know, sir. You do realize we could bump you up on charges, right? I'd have the cops here faster they could say what the hell. It seems that
Mm.
Mr. Xavier is actually afraid of the police chief. And his wife isn't
Mm.
exactly helping. Like, do you know who my husband is? Do you know how much power he has? Yeah, no, I have to use my classic princess as until I get a proper picture for what you call this is a picture. Like, do you know how much money and power he has? Come on. That- Like, yes, sir. We could get them right away, sir. Like, if you fail me, I'm pretty sure Dragon is more than capable of taking over your gang. I've been more than capable of bumping you up on charges. A lot of charges, if you will. But yes, sir. Right away, sir. Now, if you could pay me some tribute, I'll be on my way. Oh, and tell your wife and son I said hello. One of the daughters looked up, pays her some money, and then they start to walk out. Hmm. Have I seen you somewhere before?
I'm new.
Say again?
I'm a new guard. Or security guard.
I'm pretty sure I saw you before.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't. Or you maybe seen someone similar, but
Persuasion.
oh,
Technically, this is deception.
Deception, yeah.
They're two separate skills.
deception 0. Fuck.
Oh, damn. Have you seen this person before? Tip, you might want to make a hero's roll, or is there be a lot of or is there going to be 6-on-1?
Okay, but I don't think this help.
Use a hero point to re-roll.
Or is this going to be
Yeah,
a 6-on-1 firefight where you will lose?
I can have gone the
Remember,
way.
yeah,
So should I use a hero point?
Alright, reroll. I'll keep my eye on you. And the husband and wife do walk away. Well, the husband walking away. The wife, knowing that she's a bitch, tries to talk to you one more time. Like, I'm sure I've seen you before, those beady little eyes. One more deception roll.
Fuck.
Come on, at least gotta get 10 at least. Oh, damn, I can fail you. Honey! it's one of the so-called heroes!
Start running.
Hole again. Hole pops up. Do you jump into the mystery hole?
Yes.
And we leave.
Not before you get at least one shot at you, one quick. Does that hit? Does that hit?
Hit my.
Oh yeah, you missed. It barely missed, but yeah.
My dodge DC is
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I know. So you missed. So it's missed. So you jump in the hole just as the bullet scrapes across your head, and before your wife could tackle you, you laid safely to the ground. All you can hear them do is cursing out Mr. Xavier for not securing his property. So yeah, I assume you're digging back to safety. I was like, so I assume you're digging back to safety, Seawall?
What was that?
I say, I assume you're digging back to safety?
Yeah, I'll take him back to safety. Sorry, just without the other guys, not much to work off of right now.
I'm about to end it for now because I think we actually got accomplished a lot for only two guys.
Yeah.
Plus, both of you had an adventure, so I think that's a good enough reason left off. Like, you capture known thugs and brought the other, while the other ones has a second chance, and Jimpan gets some verified information, but near gets his head shot off because she once again failed the roll. Three times. But yeah, I think that's a good time to leave off.
Well, I guess see you guys later.
All right.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I just realized I wasn't recording. I was streaming this whole time. I just ripped off the stream.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
You too.